What specific books, maybe courses or talks, could you recommend that have been a real game changer for you from a technical perspective, but also personal development
Mm.
management?
I think that's a very interesting question because these things are very different. Like when it comes to tech, what is it that really helped me to learn the whole culture around tech? And then there's like books around personal development, because I do read quite a lot. And I think but lately, there's so many books in the market. You really have to be careful about what you read, because I don't just blindly pick up a book and start reading it, because you become what you consume. So I'm a bit careful about what I'm consuming. So lately I've been reading quite a lot about Stoicism, the Stoic philosophy. I have been reading this book, Letters from a Stoic. It was written by Seneca some thousands of years ago. It's a really old book. And then I've also been reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I think these books, they really have a big impact on me, who I am as a person and who I want to become as a person. And I think everyone should get in touch with their roots. I think that's very important. To when I say roots, I mean roots of us as human beings.
Yeah.
It's very important, because these days the life is so fast paced. We're so consumed by tech and mobile phones and computers. It's so important to really get in touch with your ancient self. I think I really absolutely believe in that. And when it comes to personal development or leadership or personal development in terms of my career, I think there is one book that really changed how I look at people and an organization when I go to work. And I think that book is written by Sheryl Sandberg, a CEO of Facebook, called Lean In. Although recently I'm not really in favor of how Facebook has been running their businesses, but that book was written in 2013-14. And when I read that book, I really learned a lot about not just leadership, but particularly women and how they can lead in particular scenarios. That book really, really spoke to me. I was able to relate to a lot of scenarios that were narrated in the book, the whole concept of imposter syndrome and concepts around that, and also some of the scenarios that I had faced as a woman in tech in my workplace. I think that book really gave me the assurance that I'm not alone in this world, and there are other people who face the same problems and scenarios. So I will say, if you're in tech, do read that book. I think it's a really good book. Or not just tech, but in particular leadership. I think everybody should be reading that book. Yeah.